So
no, that's
not their
reason.
fault because they inherited
so
this.
such.
Oh, good one. You don't want us having this conversation. I still remember back then we had a conversation with Meta about the. You remember was it the ARM chips or something where somebody wanted to integrate a vulnerability via contribution to the open source? And
no.
We were talking about. Wait, what was the exact? What was the specifics?
You were talking to
Or something that was going to be integrated into the ARM chips. There was something about the chips.
No, I'm not sure about ARM chips.
Because we were discussing that for some reason. I don't know. Anyways, it was a software-related thing that we were talking about. Then every single time we started with that subject, he would somehow drop the connection. Somehow the connection would just drop for no reason. And we looked at it like, dude, someone's listening. So sarcastically we were saying that, but then it kept happening. So it was like, huh. It wasn't that bad. It was not like a bad thing, but it was funny.
No, but we have been chilling DeepSeek all along, so they should be on our side.
Exactly.
Or maybe as soon as they heard us say something bad, they're like, pull the plug.
Yeah. Rugged. I mean,
on that note though, about DeepSeek. Yeah, sorry, you want to say something?
No, go ahead.
Yeah,
I was going to make a bad joke.
Seem to be anything about ARM, and what you're probably talking about the utils, where a thing that's used in a lot of Linux distributions. It was in to execute, and it was caused by some autistic guy from.
Is he glitching or am I glitching?
It's probably.
He is glitching for me as well.
Right. Logic.
Interesting. Okay, if he's glitching for me and Adrian, but not you, then maybe it's like an X server issue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Try dropping it if you want.
I think what you were talking about is the utils.
Yeah, it was that.
Yeah, I would say XCutils is more of a social engineering attack. So the person who was responsible for let's say for that code snippet or that code base, he gained trust from the fellow developers or maintainers, and at one point he made a malicious commit. That's how he got in.
Mm-hmm. That was the only time where we actually had a very good argument against open source software, even though it was not,
Yeah, so this is the case, right? Open source doesn't inherently mean secure. So it has to go through independent audits. It has to go through it has to be overall a very active project. Maybe a lot of pen tests. Maybe the community should report more security vulnerabilities. Yeah, it's a common misconception that all open source softwares are secure. That's actually not the case.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever. I guess I have heard a little bit of that misconception, but I think the main reason why the misconception exists is I guess because people think people can check it, and therefore if there was a vulnerability, it would have been already found.
Well, I feel the misconception was because the proprietary technologies have been deceiving the users, and they have been embedding backdoors everywhere. So at that point, people started trusting open source more because, basically it shows us transparency and it kind of builds trust, which is also not bulletproof, but it seems to be a better option than the proprietary technologies. But also, proprietary doesn't mean insecure inherently, so that's also there. But if we go by the true open source principles, I would argue it's actually good for humanity and innovation overall. That's one of the reasons why I like the partially open sourced models that we are talking about.
Yeah, I guess we could just call them open weights. I think that's the common way they're referred to. If the weights are open source, then yeah. Speaking on open weights models, though, I think Llama 4 will probably significantly beat DeepSeek V3 and R1. I mean, like that should be a given just at the pace of things going, right? Like I think that's probably not going to release until May, June, or July, somewhere around there. And like by then, that's almost 6 months from now. But I don't think they will be like. I think that model by then will significantly beat, let's say, Cloud 3.5 Sonnet, even GPT-4o, etc. But I think a lot of the other players will also have significantly better models by then too, especially with like these new scale-up models that they haven't even announced yet. So yeah, like even if it might be like third place by then, it'll be significantly better than anything today.
So by the time we have Grok 3, we would have Grok 2.
By the way, one thing will be sure in all of this, and that is Europe will be behind everyone else.
Yes.
Yeah, during the actual the operator announcement for OpenAI, they said this will be available like I think they said even maybe Australia or something, and they're like, might take us a while to get it to Europe though. Hold on, guys.
So
Europe is really bouncing everyone right now.
So there is a European member of parliament.
I would not be surprised if an African country beats out African, Iran, North Korea, all of those somehow beat Europe in AI. I have no hope for Europe. I have no hope for Europe.
Yeah, so I think
you might be onto something. I don't think Europe does it, man. They should have already been on that.
Europe's so even I put a post up about this earlier. See, I'm frustrated by this also. And specifically, I'm mostly frustrated with Germany and what they're doing down there, and the propaganda. It's like it's worse than in the U.S. Even I think at peak Biden was still not as bad as Europe is today. I think in terms of ideology and position now.
I've been telling Adrian this. Every single person I know who was based and that they fucking went to Germany is like the most brainwashed retard on earth. The only thing they know is what the German media tells them. That's all they know.
Yep. And it's terrible because they are creatures of habit, which means that at I think 8 p.m. or something their time, they sit in front of the TV and consume the designated slop of the day. That's literally what they do. Without fail. Almost every single day, they sit in front of the TV, watch the slop, the Tagesschau. That's why they call it the Tagesschau. Yeah. And recently, they even changed the intro to the Tagesschau, where it says, Guten Abend, Damen und Herren, which is like, how do I explain this? How do I translate this? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. They changed that into something that's gender neutral. I'm like, it's been this way for how many, it's been this way for ages, and you want to change it now. So they're not going backwards on wherever they're heading right now. They're just aping into it even further. And you can see this okay, so I can describe to you what Germany is like in this way. Let's imagine that you are doing something that is outside of the norm. You will be prevented from that, even if it's something that is good. So here's an example. There was once a guy in a little truck. He's driving down the road, and there is a climate protester, right? The most useless of people that you can ever imagine in any civilization. Even the homeless people are not as bad as these people. At least they don't sabotage fucking traffic and the economy at large by being in the way. So this person, the climate protester, the stop oil guy, lays in front of the truck. Then that guy goes out, the truck driver, and tries to pull him off the road. And then this random person with like long hair in a ponytail, this dude comes along and says, no, you can't do that. You're not the police. No. It's like this most pathetic fucking person. And nobody helps him. Nobody helps get this fucking idiot off the road so he can be on his way and do what he's supposed to do, his work. That's Germany in a nutshell. So anything that is somewhat outside of the standard, which was the guy on the bike that did that, that will be crushed. so that you don't do anything at all. That is what Germany is like right now. And only a few Germans catch on to this and say something about it, but what are they going to do? They're in the minority. That's a problem. That is what's happening over there now. And Europe in general has this type of problem at scale. Maybe there are regions where it is not as pronounced and they have a different relationship with the European Union, for instance, right? One that I think is more beneficial to them than all the other countries which are effectively being used to keep that union up. But that's it. That is it. And many will disagree with me on this. Many will disagree.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that because Germany is actually footing the bill for everything in the EU.
That's what I'm saying. The country's getting used. That's what I'm saying. And look at Spain, they get their 5th fucking highway.
So, I'm bullish about one guy who's from Cyprus. He goes by Phidias Panayotap.
Yeah, but that's Cyprus, though.
Yeah.
There's like one guy in parliament. That's one guy.
One country.
He lets us in on how it looks, right? That's it.
Also,
but he's not really going to change much.
Yeah, you also have to realize that the happened once now means it's going to happen a lot less because they're actively going to try going forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's the state of Europe. It's fucked up over there. It's really depressing.
Yeah.
So it's like deregulate or die.
I think
yes, it's less so about deregulate, but all about like coming back in touch with your cultural identity and not letting in every single fucking terrorist. How about that? We can start with this. I'm German, I get to say this, by the way.
I think the only country I can think of which at least has some hope in Europe is Switzerland. Maybe Estonia as well. But yeah. Those are the countries I can think of.
Italy? No, Italy? Italy's kind of good.
No, not Italy.
No, you don't like Italy? Okay.
No, I don't. No, I do like Italy, but I don't think they're going to succeed. Laws are too retarded.
Fair enough.
I was thinking, the Italy leadership was doing
Also,
pretty good.
it's totally only. No, you're looking at the high up. You're if you're talking about like city, all the major cities are kind of overtaken now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I hear a...
I should do like Italy. Yeah, I really did like it. I was there. Yeah. And Switzerland as well, the Italian side of Switzerland is my favorite.
Yeah, that one's great. You've been to Cannobio?
Yeah. No,
yeah,
I don't
that
think
place.
so.
No, Lago Maggiore either?
What?
Lago Maggiore, that big lake.
Oh, that one, yes, I've been to that one. The big lake, yes.
Yes. It's very nice. They're good. Well, it used to be nice anyways. I'm not sure what it's like there now, but I've been there in 10 years, but usually more than 10 years. So I don't know, a lot's changed.
I forgot the name of the lake. I didn't know any Italian, so I forgot the name of the lake.
Yes.
Once you said the big lake, I remembered.
The big lake, yes.
Adrian, I think I sent you a post to your DM a while back. You might find this interesting.
DMs were Signal or X? I recommend you send on Signal, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because the tracking there is better. Like progress-wise, like if you want to keep it DM. But I'll check out here. I want to play some. What is that? God damn it! Why does that escape me right now? Path of Exile 2. But then Autos made me watch this anime.
How much of
So to watch that.
how much of that?
Matrix now.
How much of that have you watched?
I have literally not finished episode 1 yet because it's been work for most of the week, but I will get onto it today at least, so I have to cancel doing any streams. Hey, I work, okay? I have shit to do as well.
Alright, fine.
Okay. You forget, I live as an employee and simultaneously do this for reasons that I don't quite myself understand, but I just want to. That is literally the whole thing.
Right.
I just enjoy this. I do this for fun.
Anyway.
I'm not like Sam Altman. I know I get money from, the revenue splits that you get, but I come here because it's fun. I have fun this way. I would have these esoteric conversations in group chats, but it's nice where the public gets to hear this as well, because the banger content that comes out from this is just, it's too valuable for the public not to receive this.
Adrian,
Yes.
check. I'm gonna stop now.
Why is there an Italian prostitute listening to this? Jesus Christ. Okay, checking group chats again. Everybody's sending me something. Alright, what's happening? Okay, let me, and I have the image that I wanted to have this go along with, because it is pretty important, it is pretty cool.
How's my sound quality tonight? I'm a little concerned.
Your
about
sound
the-
quality is very nice. You are very crisp.
All right, let's go.
So, Lawyer Cat, I had to ask you, what do you think about the sort of the deregulation that has happened in the US for AI? So it could help AI leadership.
Could you? I had a hard time picking up what you said. The first part of it.
Well, basically, like they are helping out AI leadership by reducing the number of barricades through legal frameworks and systems. It's the recent executive order by Trump.
I have not seen that. I've been traveling a lot lately, so I haven't had much time to follow the recent information. So if you can tell me more about it, I'll tell you what I think.
Yeah, I will DM you the post right away.
Grant, what's up, dude?
He dropped down.
Yeah, look, I invited
He
him.
dropped.
He dropped, yeah. I'll try to get him back if he comes back.
God damn it. Okay, let's have a look here. Checking.
There we go, yeah. I'm gonna bring him back up. Oh, there you go. Hey, what's up, man?
Elon dropped. It's not a
Yeah.
good time when Elon drops you. I think that's a bad omen.
What's going on, Grant?
Not much, man. I'm in California right now, trying to create a movement. Eon, I just sent you a DM. So I'm in California. Trump was here today, and I'm trying to energize the state. I don't know if you guys are talking about this, but I'm trying to energize the state on taking some massive action to make this a common sense government again in California.
So any of you that can help me do this, we have 3 rallies tomorrow. One in Irvine, another one in Carlsbad and in San Diego, and then we're gonna come back to LA. And I'm gonna try to do 3 to 5 of these a day until I turn this entire state to common sense. It'll be the most important thing that happens in American politics since Donald Trump took the presidency.
Sounds fantastic.
I feel that. Did you see the Trump talk with the mayor and some of the congressmen?
Saw the whole thing. I was as close as you can get to it.
I figured you'd be there.
So everything I'm saying, I'm like, hey man, you need immediate removal of the debris, no permits, let the people remove the debris. He said that exactly, and let the rebuilding start right now. If that doesn't happen, this state is ruined.
Mm-hmm.
Did you talk to him one-on-one?
I can't comment on that right now.
Okay.
By the way, everybody here on
I can't tell
stage, quote post the space with join the conversation so more people can in fact see you that we're live, just in case. I see a few people haven't done that, so we'll do that now. But yeah, let's continue. I see Elliot came in. Nice. Elliot missed the best part of the discussion.
What did I miss, Adrian?
We had a DeepSeek discussion with Meta and LDJ.
Oh my gosh, dude, we were making steak.
Oh man. But anyways, Grant, yeah, I love what you're doing out there. It's pretty cool. On the real estate end of things, what do you think the future of California looks like in this current state? Like, what do you think would need to happen next for people to get, as much value out of that as possible? Because I don't think they will have the ability to financially, I don't think they have the financial ability to reconstruct a lot of the homes. So they probably would want to sell some of that land. So what does that look like for you? Like, what do you think the next major things would have to be for everyone to come out on top?
It's a great question. Okay, so number one, it really depends on how fast they move. Adrian, it depends on how quickly Malibu, the Palisades, and Aladina move to, one, do the cleanup. The cleanup needs to happen in 45 days or less. And then the rebuild should happen within 12 months. If that happens, the state of California will be a boom like we've never seen before, which will actually be a boom to the entire United States of America because the economy is so big here. If they take 3, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, and allow Bass and Newsom to keep the regulations in place, then it's going to be a bust. So it's really about speed of execution. That's what Trump wants. That's what he talked about tonight. I mean, he said people should be cleaning up this week. A week is too long.
I think we need to also have the insurance situation.
Well, yeah.
As well.
The federal government's going to have to step in on the insurance. I mean, there's no way around that. Like,
no, I mean,
unfortunately, these multi-$100 billion, trillion-dollar insurance companies have been collecting premiums for years, and when it's convenient, they step out, they step aside, because they knew there was a potential for fires. I mean,
it wasn't just that. It was a lot more complicated. California passed a law putting a limit on the amount they could charge. And all the insurance companies, if you look at when they left California, it was after that law came into effect. So when the insurance companies realized that they couldn't charge and stay in California, they left. That was a circle in which that happened. It was California trying to create affordable insurance that caused those insurance companies to leave.
Yeah, but let's keep it real. Like, insurance companies make money almost all the time. They insure a car for $70,000. 4 years later, it's going to be worth $30,000, but they get the same premium for the car. So there's risk in insurance, but that's their business. They've made hundreds of billions, if not trillions of dollars.
Yeah, but if you have a situation where the state is actually causing these fires to happen because they're not doing the controlled burns, and at the same time, the state is
I
also,
agree with you. I'm with you. I 100% agree that the state was, you know, I'm at Pelican Hill Resort right now. There's no fires here. Why? Because they irrigate everything. There's water available for everything. There'll never be a fire here. So when the private sector gets involved in protecting their environments, they're protected. And when the government gets involved, there's no protection.
Not to mention, just so, like, I don't know if you guys know, but State Farm, Allstate, all those insurance companies, they stated a year ago, they put out an actual, like, I think they put out a post stating that the whole reason why was they gave them a year and they still didn't, abide to what the insurance, what they were asking for. It's not like the insurance just said, oh, well, they didn't do it, so we're out. No, they put them on notice, gave them time, and then they still didn't do it. That's the difference. Like, they deliberately didn't do it. It's just pure negligence at the end of the day.
Yeah, so you have.
Yeah, that's 100% right.
I know who have told me, like, inside the insurance, that have told me the circumstances. Basically, California's having these problems with basically letting these fires happen, but at the same time, they're putting a law that's limiting the amount of money they can make in California. So if you as an insurance company know you're guaranteed to lose money in California, you're not going to operate there. Because the state's
It wasn't just that though. It was literally the fact that they put out a post saying we want them to clean it up, and then a year went by and they didn't do it. So they said, you know what, you have 45 days and we're pulling out. They didn't do it in 45 days. They pulled out. That's exactly how it happened. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They put it out publicly. Like they put out, I think it wasn't like a tweet longer, but they put out a straight statement about it. It's unbelievable that they even allowed it. And realistically, like in Florida, it's kind of the same thing. They know they're operating at a loss, but like they give you a packet in Florida with your insurance to tell you, hey, if you don't board up your house this way, if you don't, protect your house this way, we can't cover you. Even if it's like just boarding up your windows and putting some sand in front of your driveway for the hurricane, even if the house floods, even if you tried, they'll still cover it, right? In California, they were like, pick up the brush behind, they just never did it. And mind you, I used to live in West Hills, like right outside of like Hidden Hills, and I can tell you straight away, they never cleaned up like the mountains ever. Like you could literally watch the debris pile up after years and years and years. They just never did anything about it. It kind of sucks, but I know in like the city of Calabasas, like for example, the land is so dry you can't even smoke there. If a police officer catches you smoking and flicks your cigarette, it's like a $350 fine.
Yeah, I was told that if the insurance company had to continue operating in area with what the California government is, with the amount of money that they're allowed to charge because of that law, the insurance company all over America would go fucking bankrupt. You would not be able.
Oh yeah, in about a year. If they would have had to cover this, State Farm wouldn't be able to operate right now. They would literally be fined for Chapter 11.
You're gonna risk insurance in all the states just because of what California is doing. So it makes sense that they left California because of what the government is doing.
I mean, if you really look at it right now, like imagine 200. Grant, what's it at? 275 billion current right now, maybe more to fix what's already damaged.
Yeah,
That's like that.
They started at 50 billion. The day they said 50, the number's 500 billion. They're already up to 270. 500. It will probably go to as big as a TARP's bailout at 700 billion. Everybody's underestimating. Now, if you take 7 or 10 years.
I think we lost you there, Grant.
Yeah, his connection's kind of rugged a little bit.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, the longer it takes, the worse it gets, okay? it could go into the $2 trillion if they take 7 or 10 years. But the faster they do it, the less it costs. And you know, the comment about the insurance companies warning the state, yeah, and the state was negligent. The state didn't move because they take a knee to the environmentalists. They put rodents over residents and the homeless. That's the problem. And they overregulate here, so you can't rebuild and create construction, concrete, double pane glass that is fire retardant and won't burn down. Look, my house is a perfect example. It didn't burn because the way it's built. Everything around me burned to the ground because it's 25 years old or 50 years old or even worse, 75 years old.
And for that privilege, you get to pay the highest taxes in the country.
I mean, there is a lot of shitty new construction these days. It's not all good.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, if you were to like a new house in California, you would notice that most of the major insurance companies in California wouldn't even let you buy. They wouldn't even let you pay it. They're just like, we don't operate in California anymore.
Well, that's not necessarily true. So they still operate in California, but what they do is they just won't cover fire insurance. So like they'll cover like obviously like small damage, but they won't cover anything fire.
Yeah, no, there are companies that will do that, but I literally went on a website. We own like a property in California. I went on one of the insurance companies, and they literally said we don't insure homes in California anymore.
Yeah, they're like the major ones, like I think Allstate, State
Yeah.
Farm, they're all out.
Yeah, I think it was State Farm, and this was like a year ago.
Yeah, it was previous, I think it was previous month, if I'm not mistaken, or a couple months, maybe 3 months. They stated it, and then next thing you know, boom, this happens, and everybody's like throwing their hands up like they didn't know, like it's just so crazy.
Yeah, I forget if it was Allstate or State Farm. Yeah. Anyway, either way. Point is.
Yeah, State Farm was the one that made the big funk about it.
Yeah.
Looks like Pete got in as a Secretary of Defense, so that's okay.
What was the vote?
50-50 split. Vance with the deciding.
Yeah, it's like Mitch McConnell said, like he was like, yeah, I'm gonna vote for Pete Hegseth, and then last second decided not to. Like, bro, that guy is too old.
50-50, and the vice president.
The vice president has the. Yeah, the vice president has the deciding vote.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Here is post is put up top. Post made by me.
That's I think it's very interesting that the vice president is the highest ranking person in the Senate.
He has to be. He has to be. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, it is the way it is.
It is
Speaking
what it is.
of geopolitics, Adrian, what do you think about the AFD?
What do you mean? What do I think about it?
What do you?
It's like a very general question. It's like any specific action that they had taken that would.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying in general. What do you think about the party?
German party.
I'm very mixed about it. I think they could go places, but they may need to change a few things. I think out of all of them, I think what was his name again? It's a very complicated name. It's weird. Always escapes me.
Alice Wendell?
No, not her.
I think realistically they have a chance because every other in Germany would rather work together no matter how different than the work of the AFD.
Yeah, everybody's like saying, hey, anything except the AFD, anything but the AFD, that's what the Germans do. So that they have a chance of winning, I will be realistic and say that there's very low chance for them to win, I think. They might have a chance, but they would need help. They'd need to be in a coalition. And I don't think many of them will want to be in a coalition with the AFD, given its the sentiment that would bring to them, to whoever that member of the coalition would be. So
Yeah.
that's going to be a problem.
I see. The environmental people should be classified as terrorists.
Yes, all of them. Anyone who disrupts the economy in any shape or form to the point that it is, say, sabotage of infrastructure by using herself, the body, as a means to do so, I think should constitute as an act of terrorism. Gluing yourself to the road, I think, because of the intent that comes with this, the intent being to sabotage the ability for motorists to progress and, actually contribute to society, which is something they can't really fathom, I suppose, because, you're gluing yourself to the road. Yeah, that should be classified as a terrorist. You should go away to jail for like 5 to 10 years, in my opinion. Fuck you. You don't get to destroy the economy. That's not going to happen. If you want to stop oil, then maybe you want to accelerate the current development and not be a retard that goes and burns down the fucking power supply for the gigafactory. By the way, the only company in the entire fucking country that actually makes something that is in line with your cause, electric vehicles, you absolute fucking degenerates.
Oh yeah, and
then they say wind energy. So wind energy is a piece of shit. Wind energy should not be considered, and it should be made illegal in some places to even suggest. It's fucking useless.
No, it should always be.
It is extremely
Wind power is
expensive.
Wind power is only good.
No, it's not.
Wind power is only good if you're on the
Wind
coast.
power is garbage. Wind power is garbage.
Maintenance costs and everything.
Wind energy is the worst form of energy.
Wind energy is ugly, inefficient, environmentally destructive, landscape ruining, nation bankrupting. Fucking, you cannot produce enough energy with this thing to even offset the carbon that it would normally take to just create that same amount of energy via a power plant that burns fucking coal. The maintenance costs are way too high. If you did this, if the world had to rely off of wind energy, the price for energy would literally fucking skyrocket.
The fucking blades literally shit ton of birds, and they're not replaced.
And then when you do eventually have to replace them, you cannot recycle them either. They have to be buried or dismantled. Yes, you cannot replace them. They have to be you cannot replace them you cannot make them new again. You can't. You have to you have to fully replace them and throw away the blade because you can't do anything else with it.
Yeah.
Recycling is not impossible. It's impractical. So no, wind energy is a fucking piece of garbage. There's nothing anyone can say. And I know many people have their opinions on it, but those are just opinions, and they are uneducated opinions. I myself actually use renewable energies, right? I actually do. They don't. So they can shut the fuck up because they know nothing. Quite simple opinion. Anyone who suggests wind energy has no understanding as to how the economy works, because there is no way that you can justify using this overpriced, useless technology in any shape or form. You cannot justify that. There is no way. And if you are justifying it somehow, the data that you're using is lied upon. It's bullshit data. I can prove this, actually.
I think it's quite useful, especially when you have like roofs of houses, for example.
Yeah, but only in southern regions, anywhere where a sun is guaranteed. Solar is a great supplementary thing in northern regions, but primarily I'd say for southern regions, that's where it can be used primarily, right? So you can have something else be supplementary, basic hydrocarbon.
I think what you need is primary nuclear and then just supplementary renewables.
That depends on the region.
People don't trust nuclear because they're like, oh my god, Chernobyl, everybody's gonna die from radiation poisoning. It's like, dude, Chernobyl taught us not to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Chernobyl is literally the worst case of the worst cases when the worst of all worst cases happens. Like, literally was the absolute worst it could ever be.
Not much safer. We've got much safer nuclear. We learned from the mistakes.
It's like those people that say microwaves gives your food radiation poisoning.
Yeah.
Did we ever go anywhere with thorium salt reactors? I remember reading about that a long time ago.
Thorium? More like borium!
I'd have to look those up to be sure.
The only
Nuclear is
what
not something I'm
reactors?
aware of.
So thorium salt-based reactors, it's my understanding that they're a lot safer in terms of potential for meltdown, but they don't produce weapons-grade plutonium, so they're not as desirable for, those kinds of countries.
I'm assuming that. Well, Pennsylvania, I know we have one. It's Limerick, and that one, yes, that does produce weapons-grade uranium as well. I'm pretty sure it does.
I think there might be. That's one of the that's one of our reactors that you're talking about. I think that's the one that China uses.
Yeah, the molten salt reactor.
Yeah, I think that's the Gen 4 China. Let me check.
Okay, if you're listening to this podcast, go into the Adrian Dittman show.
Salt reactors are. You should ask DeepSeek.
Say, why is this show being broadcast into Clubhouse? What the fuck? Why is this show on Clubhouse? I came here from Clubhouse. How is this show on here on Clubhouse?
Yeah.
Who are you guys? Is this Elon Musk?
Nuclear reactors now. They're complete. They don't have.
Go, Hermes! Use your magic caduceus to communicate.
Yeah, wind energy. This is the thing. Like, I am all for renewable energies. I'm like the person who will always chill for them, 100%. If they're economically viable, of course. I'm not a fucking idiot. I actually, it's an amazing thing about many of the politicians and environmentalists, of course, don't understand this when they make the selling point is that it's not their money. They haven't earned the money, so they don't understand what economy is or how it works. They just like to put themselves at the head of certain things and say we have a critical issue and then make that critical issue be the thing that everybody focuses on, which they're very successful at. And look at what the world is now like. Very shitty, eh? So let's probably not listen to the people who are pseudo-Marxist and get on with it, Get on with actually, building things and producing things and, working, which they don't. They don't work. They glue themselves to the road so they can piss us all off, eh? Yeah. 100%. I have no respect for these people. Fuck them all.
You know how we discussed.
The founder's intention was that the electors would have discretion. So the electors, and we've legislated that out in 38 states in the District of Columbia. So in 38 states.
I'm going to trigger somebody with this comment, but I'm going to say it, and that's what Trump tried to do, and people lost their shit in 2016. Which was to say the electors are the ones that are responsible.
So he wanted to replace the electors. He didn't want to. He wanted to provide a different slate of electors.
Well, I thought I was more on the global concept of he wanted some form of electors of an electoral college to be it, which is constitutionally correct, but it's not popular in our culture, and that's what got away with it. I agree with you.
I would be completely for the electors being able to say.
We're in agreement.
We don't think Trump should be president.
Oh yeah, that sounds just like people.
We're not going to make it a Democrat. We're going to go President Mike Pence or President Romney. Like, I think
work
that
at least 3 years in fucking in the private sector before you should be allowed to.
Because this is exactly what we're afraid of, demagogues.
And he must not be fired for incompetence at any other point there. That would then somehow disrupt the 3-year period. You have to hold one job down, and this has to be a good one.
Okay. Back to Benjamin.
Let's get back to the title.
Certainly wasn't.
Like, say, for instance, if you wanted to be a bureaucrat who deals with agriculture, then you will have to be in farming at a certain level in farming for at least 3 years, maybe even multiple levels for 3 years.
Why does the
Benjamin, try to be at least a couple notches more entertaining if you have to be such a bullish person and take over.
Yeah,
Okay, at least try to be. At least try to be fucking.
Quick advertisement from Young Elvis is, like I stated, I get to talk about myself for the next 2 days because I host Ask the Autistic. For anyone who hasn't already, join my house on my profile to be able to attend. Please and thank you. If I'm very happy to be able to talk about myself for the next 2 days. And Benjamin, you could go take the floor, and I will.
Wait, I want to say something to Christian. Christian, did you a couple nights ago? This is why I think it was you. Say that you view yourself as one of the top debaters on Clubhouse.
100%. Nope, I think that I.
Yeah, I actually really. No, you don't need to make your case. You don't need to make your point. I just want to say that I actually really, really liked it that you did that. I really good on you for having confidence. It was such a breath of fresh air to see on Clubhouse, hear someone have confidence in themselves. I really, really liked that. So you're a cool guy. I'm going to add you. I've been looking for you. I was like, who was that dude? What an awesome dude.
Points that to someone who is competent and will reject those talking points, given that they've actually worked in those fields. Right? It's more likely, if they don't have experience, so as to justify their existence, that they just regurgitate a bunch of bullshit from someone so that they get money in return for that shit. Right? That's how it works. So, the same thing with health ministers. A health minister should be healthy. If they're not healthy, they shouldn't be a health minister. Because how the fuck, what do you know of health if you can't even maintain your own health? Like, what? Huh? How are you a minister of something that you're not? Explain.
To give you guys an example, let's use fucking Chernobyl, right? The coal fucking miners were told by the Minister of Coal to come in and basically take care of Chernobyl. The only reason they listened to him was he was well respected because he had worked in the coal mines. If he was some fucking snob who worked in the coal mines and just had a cushy job his entire life, do you think those fucking coal people would have? No. He was well respected because he had done the job.
Good one, call me out, a good one.
A minister of coal who actually worked in coal. Pretty good. And the same thing, like even with economics as well. If you are supposed to take care of anything that is economical in nature, you should have at least at some point have had a business and have been able to keep that business. If you don't, then you have no place in any place of leadership because you literally are not suitable for that because you don't have any fucking degree. Yeah, exactly. The economics degree people. It's hilarious. Well, I have an MBA, that's why I can manage business. Bro, I literally fucking got an MBA by playing fucking Call of Duty, staying up multiple nights, and not even fucking caring about it and beating the multiple choice questions because I just looked at the thing that least looks like a Ponzi scheme. That's literally it. And I beat it. So either I'm cracked insane to the point that I'm probably able to scale my ideas to the rest of the planet, by the way, very possible, or I just basically got through it because the system is retarded. And I'm just like a god amongst insects. We have yet to figure out the answer to this one, by the way. I'm kind of going to the ladder of the not the god amongst insects thing, but hey man, maybe it's both. Who knows? Depends on the situation you happen to be in. Some fucking biblical shit.
Wait,
also, why is there a fucking Indian prostitute here? Seriously, anyways, what?
You're saying if I have $80,000 and get my master's in business administration? That means I'm a master of business? No way.
Exactly. Yeah. This is why I came up with it.
I'm feeding the business that's telling me that I'm a master in business? Wait, no way, I've never heard of this before. That's brilliant.
I mean, sure, they do teach you things that you need to know. Basics, of course. But if you've never worked with those basics to the point that you actually have to use these skills in real life, then you don't really know what you're doing.
I will say,
I'm sure Grant Cardone does not have an MBA, and that guy's one of the upper tier masters of business in this entire world, dude. That guy, everything's self-taught, dude. like, mass respect for him.
Yeah, bro is cracked.
Not get an MBA. He's literally cracked at the world.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
There's probably 5 universities total on the planet that are actually worth getting an MBA from. Any other university, you're probably wasting your life away.
What are those 5 universities, Oda?
Well, the top one is Harvard, because Harvard MBA is very valuable, not because of the actual fucking program itself, but because of the people you meet in the Harvard MBA.
The title, the network, yeah.
It's just the network. The title is useful, but the network is with the MBA, the most valuable thing you get out of an MBA is the network. What they actually teach you is not as important, not even 1% as important.
Well, Jesus, did you have to get an MBA to figure that out?
If you look at the top, like Fortune 500 CEOs, you'll see that a lot of them,
fascinating.
Engineering, even if they, did whatever. A lot of them have a Harvard MBA, despite like sometimes being in a field that wasn't business. Simply because their fucking company will literally pay for them to go and get a Harvard MBA from Harvard just to make the connections.
I see.
Yep.
One of those tricks in the book, hey? Alright, what's the other 4?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't
know. Again, these are like one of the only times where this would be useful.
Yeah.
Otherwise, education in general just sucks. It doesn't teach people anything.
I know there's a very good one in Canada. I forgot its name though.
University of Alberta, University of Calgary, UBC, University of Toronto, University of Waterloo. Which one?
Jesus Christ, you're rattling off all of them.
Well, it's because I live in Canada. Dude, everybody from this hacker house is from fucking Waterloo. There's more Canadians in a San Francisco hacker house than there are people in California.
In general, every single fucking deep tech software engineer that I've found recently is a fucking Canadian. Explain this one to me. It's funny as shit. Everyone in AI, it's like, what is this? Why is it like, I thought it would be all different. No, man, it's all the fucking Canadians, man. It's incredible.
Rick Sutton, Andre Pothy, Jeffrey Hinton, like, list goes on.
It's not just the Canadians, it's specifically 80% of them are fucking from Waterloo.
Actually, no. Most of the crack people here, like Andre and Jeffrey Hinton and Ilya, they're all...
Yeah, I said 80%.
You might be talking about...
Okay, so who's teaching there?
Who's teaching at where?
Waterloo. Like, clearly somebody's teaching it well if there's so many successful people coming out of there.
Oh, well, I mean, Waterloo is just... It's mainly just engineering. Like, you don't get people coming out of there being professors. It's mainly just, like, crack engineers. But the professors, I'm not sure. They're scattered across, like, material science, mech eng, computer eng.
If you're talking about specifically people that come out and start businesses, Waterloo isn't really successful. But if you're talking specifically about like the best engineers in the country in Canada, it's Waterloo. Yeah. It's the people whose name you've never heard of, unless you work at the company. In which case you're like this motherfucker is like doing the work of 100 people.
Mm-hmm.
Waterloo pumps out those people that you've never heard of. But
Waterloo, Iowa. I've been there. Ain't fucking shit there. Fucking grain silos.
If you ever need interns, you know where to go.
Right, so you have Wharton, you have Wharton, you have Harvard, you have London Business School.
That's a new one.
Those are probably the only ones that are working.
Is it?
Actually. I guess Stanford and MIT could be useful as well.
I mean, MIT and Stanford is up there with Harvard, right? I mean, MIT is more so.
Yeah, but depends on exactly what you want to do.
Exactly right. So it's similar to Harvard, where if you're at MIT, you're just meeting a bunch of crack engineering people. And therefore,
Yeah.
you get the lightweight business courses, and you can focus on talking to the engineering kids and really learning something like that.
We're specifically talking about the MBA here, though. If we're talking just about the MBA, who you meet in the MBA, it's probably not.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Anna!
You're probably not going to find those people at
Shut
MIT.
the fuck
would
up,
be my
Anna!
guess.
Shut up!
Good to know. If I ever go to MIT, I'll keep my thank you.
Which one was which one was the one I was told about in Canada? Let me see.
Canada?
Shout out to all Canadians in the audience.
You guys are about to be Americans soon.
And Blythe, sorry, forgot you. I see you there, Blythe.
We're about to be Americans. Oh, man.
McGill.
What the heck is
McGill
McGill?
University, yeah.
That's a big one.
I never heard of it. What is McGill? Where is this? Duke.
McGill University.
McGill.
It's in Montreal.
In Montreal. Who the hell lives in Montreal, bro? No offense.
A lot of people from Toronto go to McGill. Oh, there's a lot of people that go there.
Dude, I hope the Bloc Québécois wins so that they can separate already.
Anyway, apparently that one was also what I've been told. But point is, you don't go to the MBA program to actually learn about business. You're going to the MBA program for the connections you make.
One of my
Well,
IRL
sucks to be me, I guess, because all the people who were taking a course with me online weren't really that, responsive.
What course online?
I took an MBA online because COVID. It was COVID, man.
Oh, right. Which
You
university?
couldn't go nowhere, so you went on this place together. I ain't gonna fucking reveal shit, fuck that.
Alright, just tell me in private.
Fuck me. Oh, that does so good.
Yeah, one of my IRLs wants to come up real quick.
What do they want?
She wanted to say something about something that we were talking about.
I can say the whole entire.
Well, they're gonna have to like tell me exactly what that's gonna be for us because
But she's not.
also you have to repost in space, man.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, the other Jordan.
Everybody.
Yeah. The one behind you.
Yeah, I just realized that.
I got you, Adrian.
Do it for the vine. That was the OG brain rot when somebody was about to do something extremely stupid. Hey, do it for the vine.
Yeah,
Oh my god, that was so terrible.
Are we getting Vine back? Is Vine coming back, guys?
I don't know, we'll see. X needs to work on its algorithm. X needs to work on its algorithm first.
Please don't turn X into fucking YouTube. YouTube is a piece of shit for content creation.
I already showed you guys what I threw at them already in terms of how to do it correctly. So I'm almost positive. I got an update. I think. Hold on, let me tell you when I got an update. I got an update Wednesday, and they asked me for a few more details on something that I had put forward. So I had to send them some screenshots yesterday.
Blythe.
Yeah. What's up?
Since it's like a short form videos on YouTube, you need to add like background music, and you also need to cut out a lot of the or things like that.
Yeah, I just directly put the clip that we used on X on there.
Yeah, it's not gonna work on YouTube. I checked it today, and I'm
See,
like,
that's what I'm saying. See, I don't want X to become YouTube because YouTube is an engagement farming piece of dog shit. That's what it has become. And the only way it can survive is by either making over visualized videos that farm your ADHD and that have you get peak of the iceberg knowledge, or you don't do anything at all and just steal another person's videos and do the same thing. Or, even better, you take videos that are like 10, 13 years old that everybody's forgotten about, then do the visual bullshit on them, and then pass them off as your own. That's the state of YouTube for you. So I kind of hope it not to become this way. It's a piece of shit. Like, I want to hit send on something and it goes places, sure. And I don't have to like go through all the hashtag this, hashtag that. I have to word it this way, word it that way. I just want to put it what it is.
If you read what I stated, if you read what I stated in that group chat, that's how it should work. There's it on here.
So this guy's name is Jordan Daly, and I recently clipped him.
Mixers depends on what you
and
see
I wonder
on
if he's filing a complaint against my clip, but I doubt it.
Like,
it's possible.
Current events mixer, and then a major mixer, right? Which is like small tweets, big tweets, etc. Right? I'm not gonna explain it because it's too much to fucking go through. But ideally, that has to be implemented into in a different way to video content and media content in general. It can't be like, it has to be separated. And the reason why it has to be separated is because then if you don't separate it, it floods. And that's what you're seeing now, is it's flooding. If you scroll on like your For You page, 90% of your content is video or some sort of media, not actual like text, right? And that's what's 50-50 on so much of like what's going on with X. Like your video content in the new tab that they have should not be included in your For You page. Like it should be top 5 videos should be the first 5 you see, not you scroll your timeline and the first 10 things is all media. That's not right.
YouTube has a lot of requirements you need to do, take care of.
Which is shit. Like, it's not supposed to be this way. It's supposed to take what the thing is, here's name, here content, post, that's it. If I have to do hashtag this, hashtag that, this wording, this thing, by the way, tag this, don't tag that, use this or credit score, no. Delete, burn, erase from reality. It's fucking retarded.
Well, if you want, you can do whatever the fuck you want. But
yes, but you're not going to be as successful. That is exactly the problem. Which is exactly why we don't want to be like this.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point.
Yeah, so I don't want X becoming YouTube because YouTube fucking sucks.
TikTok's algorithm is great, by the way. Like you can literally, I can literally post a video, right? I don't put any hashtags. I don't put any text. I don't give the name of a video a name. Nothing. And it will find its audience.
Yeah, that is pretty nice. I like that.
You don't put shit. Not a hashtag, not a word, not a description, not a name. You don't like nothing. You just make a video. And then you post the video. And then it finds its own audience for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually not doing too bad. The one we posted yesterday, his other videos on there have about 500, 600 views. The one we posted yesterday has about 178 already. So I mean, it's not.
Yeah, but that's because that one was last posted 4 months ago. The previous one. So that's how much it got in one day. And your editing for the short was not as good as it could have been for a short.
Again, fucking YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. No, sincerely, I have an idea as to how we can make YouTube Shorts better, dude. We gotta.
I did YouTube Shorts for quite a while before my YouTube channel was taken down.
What the fuck did you do? Did you beef with Pokemon? Was that what did it?
Caught in short.
Did you call out Mr. Beast? Did you like?
Sure, why not? I had beef with Pokemania.
He says, why not? Nice. Way to dodge it, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Anyway. I was actually pretty decently successful on YouTube Shorts before I got taken now. So I know what to do to some extent. I'm just not bothered to do it.
I mean, I'm on my 700K channel on YouTube, so I mean, YouTube's pretty easy, bro. YouTube is like the easiest of the easier.
If you know what to do, you can grow a pretty big channel just off of shorts.
I don't only do shorts. I do all of them. I have long forms. I have short forms. I have mixes. It's all once you know what you're doing on there, it's just easy.
Do you use vidIQ as well?
Yeah, of course you have to. That's the only way you can hit algorithm.
Exactly.
You can't just naturally just do it. It doesn't make any sense.
Jordan Daly, founder of 48 4 Limited, Global Now, Pennsylvania Forever.
Yeah, I told
Jordan
you,
Daly.
Yesterday I was like...
This exact thing that Jordan just said, you can't just naturally do it, is the exact thing that's wrong with YouTube.
Yeah. That's why TikTok is loved by so many people.
My YouTube video shows up first for this fucking guy.
Its own fucking audience.
Well, the prerequisite software to that is Vine. Just FYI.
Yeah, but Vine doesn't have the algorithm. The algorithm is the secret.
Vine did have the algorithm. That's the key.
Not this type of algorithm.
It didn't exist yet. I'm saying that the prerequisite, like the initial video of 7 seconds or 10 seconds or less, is Vine. Vine is the start of all of it.
That's true.
Vine didn't. Nobody else had Reels. Nobody had anything besides Vine.
TikTok took Vine and it perfected it.
We should create the dance version. We should create the dance version of Vine and call it Finance.
Bro.
Wait. You can literally get cracked yourself with TikTok.
No, you can't. No, you can't. You have to practice in motion. You cannot get cracked just off of watching TikTok.
Yes, you can.
Can one of you people can one of you guys let her up?
Wait, what?
Who is she? I need to know first.
She's my IRL friend.
I don't see her in the requesting. I see the person you sent me, but I don't see her requesting.
Damn, they're sorting it out.
Anyway, you can literally like fucking make a TikTok account, and any video that's not engineering related, you can literally just click on not interested. Not interested. Eventually, the algorithm will only show you fucking engineering videos.
Wait, actually, maybe I should download this application. What if Oda's right? What if I can't just get cracked watching TikToks all day? If I just sit in my bed, eating my chicken,
you can't re-download TikTok.
No, he's Canadian. He's Canadian.
Oh, you're lucky.
Wait, what's lucky about that?
TikTok.
You can download TikTok.
Is banned. TikTok is
banned.
Oh
shit! I can download TikTok. It's fucked.
Wow.
TikTok is banned in the US.
Actually, no, I can't because I'm in SF right now, and SF is RIP.
You can download it when you get to the US. You can.
You're only getting it for now.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Gotta move back to Canada, bro.
VPNs don't work.
Okay.
When we annex Canada, you're gonna lose your TikTok. Sorry.
Okay. To be fair.
Wow.
Okay. To be fair. You probably can't get cracked just from TikTok.
She definitely requested and somebody rejected it.
I didn't reject it, so I don't know.
No, neither of us did.
No. I rejected it.
Let's just re-request.
That's so simple. Just re-request.
No, nobody rejected anything from my knowledge.
Yeah.
The spaces requests are very buggy sometimes. I
can't even see the requests. I'm sitting here, I see literally 0 requests.
What's the person's name? I'll look for it.
Except 1.
Madeline.
Somebody sent me that.
No, I don't see it.
Jordan, can you send Adrian the account? Yeah, I don't see her.
Hello, Periscope.
Yeah.
What do they want to say anyway? It's like.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I see her now.
This one's funny. 40, right?
Yeah. So, just to clarify, you probably can't get cracked just from watching TikToks, but it can be very useful for information that you wouldn't have had otherwise.
I don't care what anybody says. TikTok's the most addictive thing known to man, and it's not even close.
That is the point. That is the point. Somebody who works there said, that the algorithm there maximizes addictiveness, and that's the key metric. Over here, you want to have unregretted user minutes as much as possible. Over there, you want the digital equivalent of crack.
The TikTok algorithm finds you the video that you need the most. Right? If you do scrolling, it gives you like 2 or 3 shit videos, then a really good video, 2 or 3 shit videos, then a really good video, so it keeps the dopamine loop at a sustainable level.
So
look, if I'm thirsty,
it's so good.
Ooh,
let's say I'm thirsty, right?
Destiny.
I won't even fucking say I'm thirsty. It just knows I'm thirsty. And then it shows me a fucking video about how being thirsty could actually be a symptom of this fucking disease that I have because of some bullshit with my gut microbiome. And if I fix it, I might be less thirsty. And then you do it, you research it, and you're like, holy shit, this is actually true, and I had no fucking idea.
Wait, guys, stop drinking water. Everybody who's drinking water is dying. Stop.
Everybody who drinks water dies.
You get my point. I was making up a
eventually.
You get my point. Anyway, we have Madeline up here now. Hey, what's up?
Hi guys. Sorry, I don't know. I appreciate Jordan fighting for me. I just sent him. I was like, oh my god, I was trying to respond to something, but it's all good. I requested. I don't know what happened. Anyways, I've been in transit.
This chick's name is Madeline Elizabeth, the Madeline Eliz.
To answer Adrian's question a long time ago, which some of you were not here, polyphenol is in a lot of the EU olive oil and a lot of like different new olive oils, and it is made things very potent, and that's what that taste is, by the way. And a lot of the gut doctors are like, yes, yeah, a lot of like doctors it's something that's, I have no idea what it's in it. It's just something that's being added into the olive oils that are making it very potent.
Yeah,
and that's what that taste is when you, I think you were talking about it earlier, about that taste you were getting. But a lot of the best gut doctors are the ones that are adding it to it. Dr. Gunther is one that like swears by a shot of olive oil a day. And he's one that talks about it a lot. But that's a long time ago. No, I was only commenting to Jordan because we were talking about California because we were talking about grants stuff. I'm in the process of looking at acquiring a regulatory online system to help companies not be regulated, just have the basics. But long story short, the EPA has been super quiet about everything out there. And there is nobody's really talked about it, but there's something from the 2020 fires that they're able to file something called like a class. It's like I don't know if you guys ever heard of it, but it's something that they were able to do for the 2020 wildfires. They can file something that allows them to basically have a certain emissions when in the districts. And the EPA knew that these wildfires were going to be bad. and that they already had this, that they were prepared to file this, apparently, like 3 months ago, before the wildfires.
And they just refused to file it?
Right, so when I looked it up, on the Grok, it says that polyphenols are naturally present in olive oil, particularly in extra virgin olive oil. They're not typically added to olive oil, but are inherent to the olives from which the olives are made.
There's something in the EU though. There's like a regulatory. EU is crazy about regulatory, and there's something that makes it very strong in some of their olive oils. And I don't know the process, but a lot of the gut doctors, which you guys were talking about early on. I'm sorry, I was in transit from the airport, but that is what they all talk about and highlight it. So I figured Adrian was actually really interested in that. He would probably. It's pretty easy to look up on that stuff. I don't know a lot about it though. But yeah, the EPA's been super silent, and I'm super interested to see what they have in mind for the California wildfires, because they put in $25 billion, and a part of it was to research the PFAS and all of that was going on. And like you guys were talking about the wind systems, the different windmills, and instead, meanwhile, they had already planned this and were prepared to file for the district this certain thing that they can have a higher emissions, because they knew the fires were going to happen.
I mean, just based on statistics, I'm pretty sure they already knew that those fires were going to happen no matter what. That's the whole reason why the insurance companies were just like, fuck no, we're out. It's an every year thing in California. It's nothing new.
Well, I think the California regulatory system, it's really crazy that they're able to do that to anybody. And especially when they put companies through hell.
Right. Shocking for me is because
I think the EU, they specifically pick olives with higher polyphenols. And that's probably why they have higher concentrations. So it also depends on what type of olive you take.
Interesting.
Is it really?
That makes sense.
Is it really? Is it really? All right, everybody, go to the Adrian Dittman X live stream.
I was gonna say, I think I might go to the next Starship launch, just cause.
Can you pick me up in California? We can go together.
I'd go.
Pick you up in California, bro? I'm on the East Coast. What the fuck?
Okay, and?
Bro.
Jordan is wasting his life away in New Jersey. New Jersey? What's new there?
I would never live in fucking New Jersey. Jersey.
What's new in New Jersey? I'm joking, he's in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I would never live in New Jersey. Don't ever put that shit on me.
New Jersey, Pennsylvania, same thing.
It's definitely not the same thing, bro. Nobody likes New Jersey.
Howdy, you just made a lot of enemies.
Do we have a date for the next Starship launch?
Less than the last time. That's all I can tell you. I'm not allowed to actually say anything. You just look at how long the last one was, and then I think when our buddy was in here for the last launch, I'm pretty sure we threw out a couple dates, and we were pretty fucking close.
All right.
If anybody actually does want to come, you can definitely meet me in Dallas or something and drive down with me.
pretty far away.
The primary issue for me going down there is
Yeah, it takes about 5 hours.
The primary issue for me going down there is that I'd have to like plan it a couple weeks in advance. It's not something I can really up and go do. Physical factory work.
That's what I was saying. I have to plan usually about 2 to 2.5 weeks out. If I get a data center in a couple weeks, so yes.
Wait, you can actually just do things. Wait, we can actually pull up to the start. No way. Well, you can actually just do that.
Actually, Elliot, would have a higher chance. We can have a higher chance of somehow getting the wormhole aliens to help us go there.
Wait, what are those?
I don't know. Just made them up.
Interstellar.
Yeah.
Wait, but you can't just make things up.
I just made them up, but yeah.
You can just do things. Making things up is also a thing.
No, you can't just...
Elliot.
You can't
Elliot, if you create teleportation...
Oh yeah,
Elliot.
on it, Oda. You got it.
Alright, if you create a teleportation, I'm in.
I'm gonna use DeepSeek R1 to create it.
Oh my god.
Walk me through step by step how to break physics.
Ask it how to buy Intel first.
What?
Intel's, I can guarantee, mark my words, Intel doesn't last past 2028.
Whoa. I mean,
They have to.
Those Intel Arc GPUs are shit.
No, I'm telling you, mark my words, there's no way that they last. Mark my words.
Intel's gonna turn into like an investment company, a chip investment company, as opposed to...
No, I think Nvidia buys them up.
You think?
They're not allowed to. They're not allowed to.
Yeah, I think there's a monopoly lock on that. I think they tried. I think they initially put in an offer, I think maybe 2 years ago, but I don't think Intel... I think Intel doesn't survive. Like, I just don't.
That was wrong. And no company can buy ARM or Intel. Yeah, they lose all the value in either company if they do.
I just don't see them surviving past 2028. They're not. I don't know if they're making profit, yes, but it's not as much as they used to. It's starting to scale down heavily.
See, here's the issue. Intel and AMD have an agreement.
Okay, yeah.
Which is that if one of them gets bought out, the one that gets bought out loses the license to x86, which is the architecture that they run on. So if AMD gets bought out, they would lose the license to x86, and only Intel would be allowed to do x86. If Intel gets bought out, then only AMD is allowed to do x86. That's why no other company has acquired it.
Well, by 2028, everybody will be using ARM.
So I wouldn't be surprised. Honestly. I would rather all of us use RISC-V, but I'll take ARM. That's more open than Intel and fucking AMD.
Wait a second, I think RISC-V is more open than ARM.
Yeah, it is.
ARM's pretty locked down, bro. Everybody hates using ARM chips.
ARM is more open than Intel and AMD though.
Yeah, unless you're working at an enterprise level, then it's dog shit.
Yeah, because ARM makes you buy a license. That's why.
Well, no, I'm saying a lot of software that with VPNs and stuff they don't like ARM chips at all. They just hate them.
No, they like ARM chips. It's just that Windows doesn't like ARM chips.
Well, that's a problem, isn't it, at an enterprise level?
Yeah, but it will be eventually solved.
I think Windows already have an ARM version right now.
They do, but it sucks.
Wait, you said Windows or Microsoft? Because Windows is an OS.
Windows has an ARM version.
Yeah, Windows has a serious ARM problem. It just like some of the software just doesn't install. It just won't. It refuses.
Mac has done a perfect port to ARM. Everything works. I've never had an issue with ARM.
They did they did with the M1 series, but after that it's fine. Like the first couple updates.
I have the M1. I bought it when it first came out. M1 Max. I have never had an issue. Not a single one.
POV, you're using an M4 Max right now?
Fuck you, Elliot.
Got him.
Yeah, I only have an M3 MacBook Pro. So.
I'm waiting for the M4 Ultra.
What's the M4 Ultra? The new chip?
That's a new chip that's coming out later this year.
I thought you were waiting for the 50 series.
I am. I'm waiting for both.
Dude, the 50 series, the Blackwell chips, dude, hell yeah.
Yeah, I want the 50 series. I'm getting the 50 series.
These by tensor cores, brother.
I'm getting a 5090 and an M4 Ultra.
There's gonna be more compute power just in somebody's backpack than there is in an entire warehouse at some point.
No, I mean, it's not even sees the tensor cores anymore. It sees the fucking shared memory, bro. Everybody needs shared memory. Memory's the bottleneck. Everybody knows this. You can't feed your tensor cores fast enough. You don't need to add any more. Shut up, though, tensor cores. You need more SRAM, bro. Give me more SRAM. Even though it's expensive and it gets hot, give me more SRAM. I don't care.
It really is the new hottest thing, huh?
Bro, if we get more SRAM, dude, I'm gonna build Flash Tension 4. I don't care what any of you say.
Elliot, we need to deport you to Canada.
We're gonna build like a hyper-tiled attention 4 backward kernel, dude. It's gonna be insane.
Dude, ever since he's been part of the Hacker House, he could turn into absolute crackhead. This is great. I like this, actually.
Yeah. You're on drugs, Elliot. You need to be deported.
It's called Diet Coke.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, he's 100%.
That explains a lot. That explains a lot. Diet Coke is worse than fucking drugs.
Nope, that's false, actually.
I mean, look at the state of you right now.
Look at the state of me, dude. I've never felt better, dude.
Where's the empirical evidence? My brother Christ, you are the empirical evidence.
I had Diet Coke. I haven't had some ice cream, too, but, dude, the Diet Coke saved me. I'm telling you. Aspartame is the, what is it? Second or third most studied drug ever, and nothing bad from it.
We need a total and complete shutdown of Diet Coke until we can understand what the fuck is going on.
Is it just me, or does he sound like Trent?
What has it done to the white women? I need to know.
What? That's a problem?
White women love Diet Coke. Have you not noticed this?
I thought the white woman loved...
No, because I don't talk to them.
Hold on, I thought the white woman loved Starbucks. What is going on?
They like pumpkin spice lattes.
Am I like 5 years behind? What is going on?
Yeah, you're on the M1 chip, bro.
I think it's been a thing for them since like at least the 90s, if not the 80s. But
I have never seen a single woman in my life drinking Diet Coke.
Yeah, this is some weird shit, bro, okay? I don't talk to any women, so I don't actually know this, but apparently that's a thing?
I didn't know this either. Just don't talk to anyone who's like unhealthy.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. All the unhealthy women I've met in my life drank a shit ton of Starbucks. That's all I've seen.
That sounds about right.
That is also true.
I have never seen a single woman in my life drinking Diet Coke.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
Amen.
My girl definitely drinks a Diet Coke when she has a bad day.
and that's like her reward for herself.
Your bitch is unhealthy.
Right. So
Go, girl.
Is she unhealthy?
No,
she's perfectly healthy.
Basically, here what have we learned? What have we learned? Lawyer can't distinguish between personal life and data.
Wait, what? What is this context shift?
What do you mean context?
Well, what he's saying is I know what the context is. Yeah, he's basically calling you biased.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to say this. Vegan diet is better than Diet Coke.
No.
Vegan diet is better. So you're telling me that eating my...
No, I will take the Diet Coke any day over the vegan diet. Fuck that shit.
I will take exactly. I will take that.
I will consume gallons of fucking Diet Coke with all the fucking the sweetener that causes cancer before I start going on a vegan diet. Fuck that shit.
I will get cancer.
I will have more chance. I will literally have more chance of getting cancer via vegan diet than I would if I drank a shit ton of Diet Coke with a sweetener that actually does cause it, or amplifies the risk of getting it. Literally. Because it's gonna take my cholesterol levels and turn them to shit, which is what you need in order to beat the cancers.
I would rather destroy my body with diabetes and cancer than fucking take on a vegan diet.
It was 10-year-old me would say the same thing.
Oh my god.
I will never ever fucking do a vegan diet ever. Fuck that shit. If I got that fucking weird ass disease, alpha gal syndrome, you best believe I'm gonna die. Because I'm not gonna stop eating beef. For those of you that don't know, alpha gal syndrome is this fucking disease that makes you allergic to fucking red meat.
Oh my god.
Yeah. If I get that shit, you best believe I'm gonna die because I'm not gonna stop eating beef. Fuck off.
Yes, you are. You're gonna come over and I'm gonna peel some carrots for you and you're gonna eat the carrots with me.
No, fuck you. It's caused by the Lone Star tick. It's caused by a tick. It's called the Lone Star tick. If that tick bites you, you become allergic to meat. It's called alpha gal syndrome.
Lone Star tick. Is it in Texas? Is that why it's called that?
I think it is in Texas, yeah. It's all over the East Coast.
Literally the one place I visited. Fuck.
Okay, actually going back though, we gotta visit Starbase, bro. We gotta watch this, what is the next one? IFT-8?
Yes. They don't use IFT, by the way. They don't do integrated flight tests anymore. They just call them flight tests.
Flight test. Okay, so FT8.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah.
Fuck this guy's acronyms. No, yeah. They just call them Flight 8 now. They just call them Flight. That's it. Flight 8. No, Flight 7. Thanks, Flight 8. Hopefully this time the rocket ship doesn't blow up. The explosion was of course triggered, so not for anyone to kind of get like. So something went wrong. I'm not sure what exactly went wrong, but then of course they had to detonate the ship because otherwise you don't want that big fucking piece of metal to come down anywhere in one piece before it could properly disintegrate. So yeah, that's why that happened. I'm pretty sure that with the next flight you're gonna see, the splashdown again of the actual starship itself. So that's pretty cool. But the booster did make it back, and the booster was a perfect fucking landing. So second time. Second try, both tries were successful, so that's good. The booster came back. Very nice. Shit happens. I wonder what really went wrong there, but one of the little metallic flappy thingies came off. And then all of a sudden our guy here went real quiet when I said that. So, yeah. There's something, I don't know. But hey, at least it was interesting, and it looked kind of cool, I will say.
It looked cool, yeah.
And then you had a bunch of people melting down like, oh my god, this guy's saying it looks cool. It's a bunch of debris falling from space. Think of the planes. I'm like, Do I have to explain to this person how the government works and how there's like airspace that's legislated and how there are like specific space? Do I have to explain air travel to these people? Probably not.
The planes.
It's a waste of time.
No, dude. These people are gonna be afraid of the little fucking bugs that live on the inside of those dying pine trees. That they're gonna die somehow for some reason. Oh my god.
Mike.
Well, in this case, it would be called unnatural selection.
Mike Solana says the Brian Johnson Andrew Huberman feud has shaken me to my core.
And
did you see what happened today?
It's a bunch of people with a very interesting opinion about themselves beefing. Yes, I really don't care. It's just a bunch of back and forth that's very low signal for me.
Wait, what the heck, dude? That's a nah. Yeah.
They just it's like, look, if you pay attention to the Sam Altman versus the Elon beef, that's infinitely more entertaining and relevant than that shit.
Yeah, look at what I just sent to
because one of them is going to move billions of dollars in resources, and the other one is just going to make some people more or less pissed, and that's it.
Wait, what did you just send in the group?
Actually, you're not in the group. Should I add you to the group?
Oh, yeah, this is a good one. This is a nice one. Ross Ulbricht and Brian Johnson, both men in their 40s. One was just released from prison after serving 10 years in a high cortisol, constant fight or flight environment, eating actual slave slop, and the other spends multiple millions every year on biohacking. Who looks healthier? Actually, I will pin this in the space. And you guys tell me who looks healthier. Holy shit. This is incredible.
Yeah.
This is a very good point, actually. Wow.
It's pretty funny. What is this group chat you speak of?
I just added you to it.
On which platform?
Ooh. No.
Is ooh?
Hi, guys.
That's the answer, by the way.
Hi, guys. Elliot here.
Did you put him in the base one?
Yeah. No.
Put him in the base. Actually, no. Yeah, sure.
Oh. Okay, so we're just being added to all the group chats today.
Should I respond? Okay, alright, fine.
Laura Cat, what do you think? Do you trust Elliot? Like, on that level?
Somewhat. I haven't had much opportunity to interact with Elliot, no offense. So
reasonable.
I think so, but based on what I've seen so far, but I just need time before I'm ready to say I trust somebody. It's hard with internet people.
I think with this specific context, it should be fine. In my opinion, that would be my call.
For this, yeah, he's fine for that.
Alright, fine.
100%. Nice. The Council of Dudes has multiple layers to things that we know about each other.
Sorry, autistic me answered the literal question that was being asked and not like the actual question.
Elliot, we know who you are. You don't need to fucking add Elliot here.
Oh, I thought it just like put my phone number or something. Sorry, I'm retarded when it comes to signal.
Oh. Wait, actually, are you?
Did you just say lol out loud?
Yes.
Yes.
Do this.
So just from a security POV, signal chat conversations aren't shared, like the history isn't shared with the new person being added.
Yes. It's only the new. They can't see what happened previously.
That's interesting.
What's this? Am I supposed to watch this video?
Yes.
Okay, 1 second. Thank you, posted Adrian. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wait, what is that?
I find you quite
Is this some like deep Reddit lore? What are you hiding from me?
Don't worry about it. If you want to know deep, do you like deep lore? I heard you like deep lore. You know,
No, I didn't say I like deep lore. I said, is this deep lore?
Probably, yeah. That's deep lore, but so is this.
By the way, we didn't cover who we thought looked healthier.
Right, yes, here, up at the top, right there, Binde post. Tell me who looks healthier, guy on the left or guy on the right?
Both men are in their 40s.
Oh yeah.
Bro, there's no way I'm missing generational wealth again. Hold on.
What's going on?
Yeah, I'm going with guy on the left.
Right?
Lawyer cat, fine. Just go look.
Okay.
This one guy in the comments said Brian Johnson looks like a woman, LMAO.
Plus, he had a facelift.
Yeah, no, bro. What the hell, bro? I hate it here. I gotta just. Adrian, you're gonna hate me. I'm going to gamble on shitcoins.
No, you're not. No. Speak your victory. Stay here.
Which shitcoins
are you? Okay, we'll get through this. It's just a phase.
Nope, it is not a phase. Trust me, it's not.
Would you like I guess Jordan is going to help.
Jordan, which shitcoins are you doing?
I love how you say, which shitcoins are you doing like a drug?
No. Fine. But we shouldn't be talking about it on the space. Like, we know.
Yes.
Oh my god, just go look, bro.
I'm going with Ross, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes. I just think it's important to have respect for Adrian's space. He doesn't
you can just DM me. I don't see shit.
So it sounds like Elon is now using this lawyer cat to make sure people don't say anything illegal in the space.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay.
Particularly with regards to shitcoins. Because if Elon...
Yeah.
Because people are clipping the shit out of this space.
I hate it here, bro. I really do, bro. I really hate it here. The trenches are in shambles.
By the way. Look at what I just sent.
Hermes, go in there and be like,
me?
is this room
No,
live also on Clubhouse? Because I'm in the Clubhouse room with Adrian Dittman. Because I have the Adrian Dittman handle here, so.
Yeah, but judging by the looks of that chart, I missed the generational wealth, so I'll sit this one out.
Robert, I don't know who the fuck you are, but you're in here all the time. Go do something for me.
I'll DM you.
Dude, that's like the worst thing you can say. It's like, just chill out.
Just click the link above. And then share the link to this room. Share the link to this Clubhouse room.
That's just gonna agitate the person.
Okay, just take a deep breath.
Hillary, you do it. CEO Chicken Hillary, get to work.
If something fucks up, they're freaking out. It's like, okay, you want to die faster or you want to die slower?
If all else fails, say take a chill pill.
Like that's the thing. I like to confuse people. That works very, very well when you have like a person who's panicked and you like say the most dumbest fucking bullshit and they just don't know what to do, and then their brain just shuts down. They don't panic anymore. They're like so troubled by what you just said that they just forget to panic.
Dude, this is like an alternate form of trauma. You used to do this to me all the time in spaces when I come in every day, and I would just question, and you just fuck with my brain, and I lost a lot of neurons from that.
Wait, what did I do exactly?
You in there?
Well, you would just bring me around in loops and stuff, and I had either trouble following, or you were just saying random things, and I was trying to keep up even though there was nothing there, and so it fucked my brain.
I mean, I mean, what I was doing was basically demonstrating to you what, like, the perfect, the perfect prophetic tense is by execution of me asking you very specific things, then talking to you about the philosophies that underline those things from your perception, and then basically putting down what it is that would lead to before you even get there.
Got it. I'm gonna send a meme in the group chat.
Okay.
Do another meme. What is this? Ooh.
Okay, just to add to the Ross conversation, yeah, it doesn't look like he's in his 40s, by the way.
We should try to get Ross on the space and ask him how he took care of himself in prison.
100%.
Yeah. Have you seen the meme? That's like man spending $15,000 a year on hair products, and like the guy's almost balding. And then it's like random homeless man on the street, and it has like perfect hair in his 70s.
Like Jesus Christ, doesn't even use shampoo.
Is it just me, or does Brian look kind of feminine? At least in this.
Yeah, one guy in the reply said, "Why does he look like a woman?" LMAO.
That's what happens. That's what happens when you consume a whole bunch of shit with plant estrogen. Just saying. I know it's not supposed to affect you, but I don't see any contrary to that assertion.
Yeah, exactly. People will say like
people say it doesn't affect you. Meanwhile, it's like this person over here, by the way, has consumed more soy than most people consume within like a year, and it's like this guy started turning into a woman. What the fuck?
People say that soy doesn't affect you in that way, but literally like looking at every single person
that should change it. Change my brain first. I think that's what a lot of people don't realize. Like it not only can change like your body, but it changes the way you think.
Okay, I'm gonna restart the room. There's 675 people in there right now.
Eat meat again changed. Like I
I'm also gonna change my camera and have it front facing the room.
And like maintain my own like rigid like lines of defense on issues that I'm just going to defend. Like the Second Amendment is one that I've always cared about a lot. But at the same time, like it's just hard to, at the time at least, it was hard for me to see a social way out for myself, and I cared a lot about that for some reason without just agreeing to whatever bullshit they were spewing at me. And it became this
I'm gonna restart this camera here.
fucking thing, right? Because I realized that women still like masculine people. Like even the liberal ones, all of them, they still like masculine people. And so I ended up in this weird position where I was acting like a man and doing all of these manly things to be masculine, but then like politically,
he's probably not gonna let you up.
Or like in all of these other situations, I would be a soy boy.
Oh, he may or may not. Just say, hey, I'm just letting you know. I'm listening to this room on Clubhouse. Is this the Adrian Dittman also on Clubhouse? He'll fucking have a shit break.
And like if somebody else disagrees with me, they can fuck off. If they don't like me, that's fine. I can find different friends. So yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna restart this one too.
By the way, Adrian, yeah, I'm bullshitting.
Yeah, It's like there's no way that you're alive after all of that. Like, I bought all of them, the Moderna, the Pfizer. I'm like, what the fuck? 17 boosters. I'm like, there is no way that you're like still alive eating the way that you're eating.
Out, I'm not gonna lie, like you almost got me with the KDE ban.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was freaking out.
Why would you think KDE got banned?
No, I didn't. It's just that it freaked me out for a second.
Why?
Well, I mean, banning open source software is the opposite of free society, so I think, yeah.